Friday, September 29th. I see you guys still haven't figured out how to come here since I stopped posting the Lincoln Legacy community. You snooze, you lose. Almost every day, we're giving you options worth 100 plus. And you know what? I don't even care if I'm just here alone talking to myself because this show helps us figure out what's the topic of the day. And I have pretty good confidence our top one or two or three pick is going to be up well over 100% in call options today. So let's dig into this real quick. PCE numbers came out better than expected, right? So meaning inflation better than expected. So if you quickly look at the macro picture here, you'll see TLT up, right? That's great. RK up. These are the main two things that are going to react to, oh, there could be lower interest rates or basic, not necessarily lower now, but basically, the pressure is easing on interest rates. So TLT and ARK, really good signal here. Risk assets, look at Soxil levered 4.6%. So ARK, I just want to let you know there is resistance here at $40.17. All right, it's the 200 DMA and the gap 40.17. However, this RSI is really low at 33. Like normally I would say, that's all you're going to get, the 200 DMA. Let's see how the RSI adjusts. It's already 39. All right, so we got to see how the RSI adjusts once it gets there. I anticipate usually you're going to get blocked at that big moving average the first touch of it intraday. You pull back, and then maybe if that RSI is still low, you can break out above it. If that happens, then your target's going to be $40.78 after that, 40.78. And then after that, possibly all the way to 41.75. Okay, these are all the levels that are in play. Possibly today, but more likely is a swing into next week with that relatively low RSI here on ARKK. All right, now let's see what stock's going to explode today. All right, let's go to morning show. We gave you Nike last night. Unfortunately, I didn't play it at $92. I said, earnings better than expected. $95 price target minimum is what I gave you. And then after 95, when it breached 95, I said 96.40 next. I hit that. Once it hit 96.46, I give you a price target 100 to 102. It's easy to see these levels. It's a combination of looking at candle analysis. Here's that 96.54. Sorry, not 96.40. There's a 95 initially at the 20 DMA. Then that candle over here, the 100 to 102. You have the gap over here right there. And then you have the 50 DMA. All right. So that's what's informing all of these big moves on Nike. Now, Nike, they beat EPS, but they maintained their forecast for the year. Why is it so up if they're maintaining? Well, because the stock's been down so much. There were basically really bad expectations coming into this. And actually, if you look at the analysts' comments, there aren't really upgrades or anything. I mean, there might be one or two, but it's mostly maintaining. Why are they maintaining? Because their price targets were up here at 125, right? So it's like, basically saying all the worry you guys had the last few months, say, Mr. Stock Market, you don't have to worry. We figured out a way to continue making money, and and our guidance is still good. Unit sales, I think, are down, but I think they're raising prices. I think that's how they're doing it. So in any case, you don't have to worry. Our initial targets of 125 roughly are still in play. I don't know that I'm going to be playing this. I mean, I should have done it. I don't know why I didn't last night. You know why I didn't? I'll tell you why I didn't do it. The common shares, because we're getting into such a groove doing options during the day, making 100% or more on contracts, that I didn't really feel the pressure to be buying common shares in after hours. I probably should have. And, I don't know. But in any case, with the stock all the way up here, I'm not sure that this is going to be a number one pick because I have other ones that could be much better. First of all, congrats if you held on to Apron. All right. We, for the most part, didn't. I have a very small amount in my retirement account, so that's nice. It'll double today. But I pulled out when, what is it? Powell speed. Was it Powell or even before? I don't know when we sold our last big position. It might have been Powell. And look, the chart was just terrible. And then boom. All right, they get bought out. Congratulations, $13. And Chris Tuttle's in it. We interviewed him a few times on it, and I'll take the few dollars in my retirement account there. Not going to complain about that. So congrats on that. There's no play here left. It's $13. It's confirmed. The PR came out this morning. It's going to take a quarter or so to close. Not much of an opportunity there. All right, so we're going to delete Apron. Congrats on that. Trimble, which we rode for 100% gain in call options yesterday. All right, Trimble, with that big news yesterday we talked about, you got an analyst upgrade to $65. JP Morgan raised from 59 to 62, and then we have another one maintained at 51, but 2 out of the 3 increasing, 62, 65. The stock's over the 50 DMA right now. It's trying to open over the 50 DMA. If that holds, that 50 DMA could be support for you today, and then maybe a move to 54 to 55, $56 could be in play in Trimble, but not going to be the top pick. All right. We're not going to double dip on Trimble today. Well, because we have better catalysts. So let's get to it. All right. Which ones do we think can really outperform today? FedEx. I have my eyes on FedEx. FedEx, let's look at the chart first, right? They had this gap up after earnings and it's been consolidating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles in a row consolidation. Look at the triple top on this consolidation. 268.38, 268.43, 268.17. Currently, the bid is above all these levels, okay? So that's a technical picture after strong fundamentals, right? Then you have the sentiment of the market today, right? A tailwind, good market sentiment. But then this morning you have HSBC coming out and saying they initiated a buy on this. Where is it? With the 300, there it is. FedEx initiated $330 price target, which is the highest on the street. Well, it ties one other party for $330. So yeah, $330 on FedEx. This is multiple. That's a catalyst. We got the sentiment of the market. We got the technical, that consolidation. We're trying to break out of that technical consolidation. We have an earnings gap up over here last week. So what's the 52-week high on this? It's 270.95. All right, we got to write these numbers down. So 270.95, that's kind of your breakout level for a big breakout. And then and what was the other one here? It was 268.43, 268.43. So 268.43, which can end up being your support for the day. It may not go below that today. And then 270.95, that's like your major breakout level. Okay. I like this stock today, especially for options because it's high price. We'll see if it becomes the number one pick. Let's keep going. All right. Then we have Exact Sciences. Exact Sciences, we played this yesterday, didn't execute on it well. But we more than made up for it with the options in Trimble. So Exact Sciences, however, we had the catalyst yesterday, which is 83 price target by Bernstein. At the same time, when ARK is kind of exploding here, I gotta say, I is it going to be today or is it a swing? I'm not exactly sure, but it's got to get to 74. If RK is going to that 20 DMA, then Exact Sciences is going to 200 DMA. That's how I look at it, especially with that upgrade that just came out. There's a little resistance to 72.56, but okay. So Exact Sciences, I kind of like this almost as a laggard. Look, RK's up 1.79% and Exact Sciences is only up 0.8% so far this morning. FedEx and Exact Sciences are definitely going to be top picks here. Let's move them up already. All right. So FedEx and Exact Sciences, we'll be watching Nike. Just to tell everyone we're right with our price targets last night, but unfortunately we didn't play it. All right, next one that I want to point out is Geo. All right, Geo, we've been in a swing on this. I really like the tailwinds, the fundamentals. Elon Musk was tweeting about the immigration issue last night. Lots of big accounts were retweeting Elon Musk and tagging Geo. Like things are really, immigration situation is terrible. Like I can't tell you how many big accounts last night maybe fueled by, I guess Elon Musk went to the border or something. I don't know exactly, but all kinds of Geo all over my Twitter last night. This is highly shorted, isn't it? 14% short. Yesterday we had the catalyst or 2 days ago of Citron coming out saying $20 price target. It looks like a perfect storm. Okay. Looks like a perfect storm right now. 816 is your resistance, and then it can make a move to 850. I think from an options perspective, this one's harder. It's much more volatile. It doesn't move as reliably as bigger caps do. We do actually have some options on this as a swing. We might add to it today, but I think you gotta pick your levels. I think it's volatile, right? I'm not sure this is one that's gonna just smoothly be up all day like Trimble was, right? So, but I think it could have explosive moves. It could give you opportunities to get in and then have sharp move randomly in the middle of the day. Like Geo could be interesting to trade. And anyway, we have a swing position in it. So I'm going to move Geo up as well because of those strong catalysts last night all over social media from Elon Musk and all the influencers. Okay. So then we got that Trimble we were talking about. Tractor Supply Group. You know what? I think we're going to skip on this. I mean, it does look good. It looks like the chart's ready for a rebound. This morning, they got a price target upgrade, 239. D290 here. yesterday, but the day before someone downgraded in 215. That was a big price target yesterday, but it didn't really do much from like 203 to 205. I think I'm going to pass on Tractor Supply Group. Take a look at it. You might be interested in it. Throwing you ideas over here. That's what we do. Uranium exploding. I think we don't have a swing. I have it in my retirement account, but our fund doesn't have it currently. But uranium, this is just nonstop, and I'm just waiting for the right time to pile into Amly. All right, waiting for an announcement on uranium. It might, with uranium, just keep going up. Amly just might take off, but I think we have better things to work on today. Yatra, unfortunately, has been a killer for us this month, taking all our gains on anything else we're doing, but we're going to hold it. Yatra doing well in India on the second day of the IPO, up like 1%. At one point, it was up like 7%. But in any case, the disconnect just too much here. We're trading at like $2.92 in India and 202 here. I can't sell it. Maybe I should, because that'll free up capital and make like 100% moves on options like we're doing lately. But I just can't do it. So in any case, also Google. Oh man, SMCI. Wow, there's a lot to cover. Okay, Peloton. Peloton needs to break 525. Okay, if Peloton breaks 525, it can go. RSI is relatively low on Peloton, so this is a possibility, but this is a very hated stock. Okay, we have a position here, but I don't think it's going to be the top pick of the day. Let me just move Peloton up though, because that is a big opportunity. If it breaks 525, we'll get to the. I'll tell you what's coming next in just a second. Where are you, Peloton? Okay. All right, we're going to move Peloton up over here. And Peloton, if it breaks 525, we're talking about this is a big playground to play in, man. Maybe some resistance at 6. You see these two candles here, so psychological level, and then 670. Those could happen. I'm not sure if it happens today. It could. I'm kind of thinking you need an analyst to come out and give it a big, recommendation. We haven't had that yet, really. We haven't had that. So maybe that happens, maybe it doesn't, but if it does, when it does, then I think you definitely get that move. If an analyst comes out and says, oh, this is really good for Peloton, or, price target 10, 15, we're raising it, whatever, then I think on that day, that's when you definitely break out of these levels and make a move towards 670. Okay. That's Peloton. Wow, so much here. SMCI, I don't think we've covered this, but I mean, this was I don't know why we didn't cover it, but the move might, it's kind of too late for this. It's at the 50 DMA. I have it in my retirement account. We have a swing position in this because it's the cheapest AI play, very low PE. RSI looks good, looks much better than NVIDIA. It could break out at 280 and keep on going, but I think the easy money was the last few days when it started turning. Man, I talked to my partner about it, but we didn't swing any. You know why? Because there was no catalyst. So that's why I didn't cover it on the show. It was just a technical rebound with no catalyst. Okay. Two more I got to cover: Google and Enphase, and I got to move them. Let me move them up first, so they're higher up on our screen. All right, we're gonna do Google and Enphase. I'm actually gonna put them ahead of Peloton. Okay, Trimble we're put up here. Okay, that's good. All right, I think this will probably be our order, but let's look at Google and Enphase. So Google, Bill Ackman, I think, was it Bill Ackman from Pershing Square? Is it even here? Is on my social media. It's not here. I think it was Bill Ackman said that he was buying Google yesterday because it's really undervalued and it's their second largest position. All right, that caused a pop yesterday and after hours, and now you're getting a pop because the market's up. Is the market still up? Market's still up. It's not really outperforming the QQQ though. All right. This could go to like, oh, there it is. It's already there. That 20 DMA, like 135. RSI kind of looking good. Man, it would be, what does QQQ have to do for this rally to become a swing rally and continue for a few days or a couple weeks? What's it need to do? You know what? That's a big move. If it just goes to 367, that alone is going to cause really big moves in stocks. And the market doesn't even need to get bullish again. It can go to 367. People have a party for a couple days, stocks exploding, and then they get rejected. Okay, so in any case, looking at that chart on Google and considering the catalyst and the other catalysts we have at play, I don't think it's going to be a top pick. Okay, we'll watch it, but End phase, I think, is more attractive if it breaks out. End phase, we covered multiple. I mean, this is just waiting for a technical breakout. Fundamentals really cheap. Insider buy recently. I mean, there was one other thing. Was there an analyst upgrade? I think there was something else. That's a fundamental. Okay, fundamentals cheap. Oh, here it is. I'll maintain the upper for low. Okay, we had. I thought I had three pillars. I have the catalyst of the insider buy. I have the fundamentals. Uh, the technicals we don't have yet. What's the sentiment? No, I guess we don't. I guess we don't have the sentiment for solar, which confuses me. I mean, usually when oil goes up, all the alternative energy goes up with it. Like you see, uranium been exploding. Um, Solar has not been going up with energy. That's a little confusing to me. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, but if end phase breaks at 20 DMA, you got a lot of room, man. You got a lot of room, and it's also highly. It's not that highly shorted. It's 9%. Oh, is it 20 DMA right there? Hold on. Let's look at the 20 DMA. Let me get precisely what that number is from the database here. Okay. 121.98. Wow. It did, though. It did have a couple fake outs here, 3 days in a row. It's not guaranteed, but it may be worth a risk in these market conditions. Let me just look at TAN. So end phase may be worth a risk in these market conditions because if it goes, it's going to 134. Okay. Fast, maybe in a couple days. I'm gonna move end phase above Google. You know what? I don't really like. I know Google. Okay. I'm skipping. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna move Google down. All right. Here we go. Now let's look at this. So, kind of a sleeper play. Look at that. Right now, my number one pick is up the least 0.96%. Could I be right about this? Could this be the big? We're not going to tell you how we do options. All right, that's for right now. You know, our job here is to tell you what stock can perform the best today. All I'll tell you is higher price stocks are better for options. But I'm not going to tell you which contracts we're targeting, or exactly how or when we get in them, or our strategy for getting in and out. I'm going to leave that to you. But I think there's a good chance that the contract we select and target here for FedEx today might be up over 100%. We'll see. That's a bold call for myself at only 0.96%. But the other one that I think could be even more exciting is Exact Sciences. And I have to tell you, if I'm being objective about this, just in terms of you guys, which stock percentage-wise can do better today, it's going to be Exact Sciences. It's going to be Exact Sciences because of its association with ARK. ARK's already made a big move right towards that moving average. So I think Exact Sciences needs to catch up and make a move towards 74. Plus, we had that big price target yesterday. So I have to say, Exact Sciences, maybe for you guys, is number one. Okay. But I think there's a equal chance. We may do equal size. I think we're going to do equal size in options on Exact Sciences and FedEx. I really like both of these. So Exact Sciences and FedEx, the top two picks. I'm just trying to think for a track record because right now this month we have like a 70% rate of our number one pick if it's a big cap, of our number one pick if it's a big cap that has options availability. Our number one pick, the options that we were targeting, were up 100% to 400% today. So right now I'm just thinking about my track record. Do I want the number one pick to be FedEx for that purpose, or do I want it to be Exact Sciences? I'm going to give it another thought for 60 seconds, but for you guys, they're kind of equal. All right. FedEx and Exact Sciences kind of equal percentage-wise. If you're doing common shares, I think Exact Sciences is much better for today. As far as options, I don't know. All right, we'll close out in a second. We'll make a decision. And then Geo. So FedEx, Exact Sciences, Geo. Wow. Can I tell you something? I wrote notes down this morning, like about 45 minutes ago, thinking like, what are the top three picks for the day? And I have it right here, actually. See this? My scribble. Can you see my scribble right there? FedEx, Geo, Exact Sciences. And I had no idea that when I was going to go through all this, it would actually end up like that. But it did. That's really funny. So it just, I mean, all it shows is my analysis has been consistent, but I did a much deeper dive here than I did when I was scribbling. So FedEx, Exact Sciences, and Geo. Man, I don't know. Should Exact Sciences be ahead of FedEx? I'm not sure, but we're gonna leave it at that. Enphase and Peloton, we're looking for breakouts potentially. And I think we may be a little too late on Nike. We'll watch Trimble. Maybe on pullbacks or something. Maybe we get a second chance at Trimble. We made 100% on options there yesterday. Maybe we'll double dip. All right. Let me just move Trimble ahead. I'm actually going to move Trimble ahead of Nike. Okay. All right. So it's Fed one or is Exact Sciences number one? Let me just look at the pre-market action and the chart one more time. All right, we got no volume on Exact Sciences. Okay. And FedEx, we have 8,000 volume. Ooh, FedEx looks nice, baby. All right, it's gonna be FedEx. All right, FedEx, Exact Sciences, Geo, Enphase, we're watching for a breakout. Peloton, we're watching for a possible breakout. Trimble, we're watching maybe for a pullback entry if it gives us a chance. And those are the top picks for the day. Good luck. I don't know if I can do the 1 p.m. Honestly, it's like hard to come on. You can tell I'm sick, and I don't know. I'll do the show for you guys because you guys are paid VIPs, but the free update at 1 p.m., I don't know if I can do that. We'll see. All right. Have a great day, guys. Good luck. Let's kill it.